found this huge wad of cash in this hoarder house. Bro, what you doing with that money? I'll come over, help clean a little bit. Before we get into the rest of the video, I just want to say I do understand that with an extreme case of a hoarder that it's a mental disorder. Like, it's not something to joke about. And I empathize for these people, and I really look up to them for reaching out for help when they know they can't do it themselves. That's the first step. But at the same time, you gotta learn to laugh, even during the sad stuff in life. That's how you get through it. So, done with the depressy. Let's get on with the rest of the video and try to have some fun. But yeah, give me half of that money.
I want to be posting like an influencer so bad, but it's hard when you live in a Mexican apartment where
What?
the kitchen is packed and the pantry's full of junk, and I got 2 different colored lights. One's white, one's yellow, and the novelas are always playing in the back. Like, I can't.
Wait, what's novellas? What does that mean? Please tell me I didn't just say a cuss word in Spanish. Yeah, honestly, my mom is low-key a little bit of a hoarder. Mom, you gotta throw some crap away. It's done. You haven't touched it in years. Those spices are expired. Get some new stuff. But yeah, I feel like a lot of us have, our parents' house where they just have crap all over the counters. It's not even that bad. It's just like, clean up. I hate clutter. It just makes my mind feel cluttered and I can't do anything physically.
So my mom never throws anything away. Today, let's take a look in the spice cabinet.
Oh, not the spice cabinet.
About an ounce of honey, dried rock hard to the bottom of the container.
You can't use
no
it.
No date on this one, but you gotta trust me. It's
Throw it
been
away.
there 20 years.
Oh.
This may be the last remaining jar of Kroger's celery salt from the 1970s, back when it cost 23 cents.
Girl.
Ham-style soup base.
Ew!
Served at the captain's table. Cost $1.49. No date, but we know Seaway stopped producing foods in Cleveland in 1981.
Bro! I remember my grandpa going on about, I used to go to the movie theater with a quarter and I would come back out with 10 cents left. That covered a ticket and snacks and a drink. Grandpa, I'm sorry, shut up. I love you, but I don't want to hear it. My favorite childhood toys that have been sitting in boxes for like 10 years.
We cannot escape, we cannot come
Little's Pet Shop.
Mama!
I can't. I'm sorry. Low-key, I wish I would have saved those because the nostalgia is, oh my god. I miss those. They were my favorite toys. I love collecting them. Comment below your favorite Littlest Pet Shop thing. This next one is from that same girl. She was cleaning up her mom's hoarder stash after she passed. And this is like built up hair. Like, you breathe that stuff in. It gets in your lungs. It's not good for you. That's why it's so important to clean. Oh, I can't.
So there's a kitchen under there, and we're going to make a kitchen happen. This lady owned a restaurant, and the restaurant closed, and all the stuff came to the house. But there's more to it than that. She's had a problem with hoarding for at least a few years, judging by the best buy dates on a lot of this food, and I don't think she was quite ready to admit it, but she was willing to admit that this was way beyond her control, and she needed help. So my oldest son and I came over to help, and every single cabinet was so cram full of food that you couldn't fit one more item in there. So in order to tackle this without being overwhelmed, you basically just pick a spot, and you're not saying I'm cleaning the kitchen, you're saying I'm cleaning this one section of counter, this 3-foot by 3-foot section. That's all I'm concentrating on.
That is great advice, not even for a hoarding situation, but for cleaning and taking on a lot of tasks in general. Like, if I say I'm gonna clean the kitchen today, I will turn it into a bunch of tiny tasks that I can do pretty quickly. Like, I'll start with the dishes. That will clean up a little bit of the counter space as well. After that, you clean the sink, and then you clean off the counters. You just make it all these tiny little things, and by the time you've done the whole kitchen, you've completed like 20 different tasks, and that feels amazing. It's about small victories.
Don't be a hoarder. Don't
throw it away.
It has potential. It has potential.
No.
It has potential.
No! Everything has potential, and that's how you end up collecting a bunch of crap that you don't touch for years. throw it away. If you really need it, you'll figure it out. You'll probably have some kind of container laying around. But all these, keep one, okay? Limit yourself to 1 or 2. Don't just keep adding to it if you haven't touched it in years. That's how I am with clothes when it comes to spring cleaning. I'm going through my closet and I'm like, if I haven't worn this in literally a year, I'm never gonna wear it. It's gone.
Or trick, you empty out your vacuum canister on top of the expired food you threw away.
Ooh, I mean, I don't understand that. Why would you keep expired food? You literally cannot physically eat it. No point in keeping it. But yeah, I guess that's a good trick. You're literally forcing yourself to not be able to touch it. Took everyone's advice and swept first. Yeah, because you're gonna break your vacuum. But what is that? Was? What is that dinosaur? Yeah, it smelled awful. You got so many chemicals in those old vacuums. You cannot breathe that crap in. I love that wallpaper, by the way. It's giving cottage vibes.
Unit's been sitting since 2002. Woman told me the guy was into collectibles. Open, I think, it scared everybody away. It didn't scream comic books, but sitting almost 20 years, literally 20 years, I can't not do it. This is what you see right here, look. Oh my God. And then that happened. All that stuff fell out and everybody walked away. They got scared. Real quick, I paid $10.
$10?
Would you gamble $10 on?
Would I gamble $10 on that? No. I'm sure there's one interesting thing in there and you'll turn a little bit of a profit, but that's gonna take days, if not weeks, to sort through. I can't do it, man. Good for you though. I hope you find something interesting and you share. Bought a hoarder's home and found an old suitcase packed for LA. What? That's adorable. Okay, you did not just find that. That would be an amazing find. That is so precious, but there's no way you just found that. That's cap. Oh my God, I love the pink. I'm obsessed with that. So I had a grandpa that passed recently, and when we were going through his things, we found this really old suitcase that had some really cool stuff in it. They let me keep it, and I just love vintage stuff because there's so many stories connected to it and pictures, and it just warms my heart.
Follow along as I show you probably the worst hoarder living situation you're going to see on TikTok today. Maybe ever. This is the front door. The deck's falling off the property.
Stuff.
Nobody's used this
I
front
used
door
to watch
in years.
Hoarders.
This is the magic room. We always have one in hoarder houses. It's the house, the room they sit in and don't do anything. That candle hanging in the middle of the room, that's all she had for light. There was no electric.
Bro.
Granted, this is not the worst one I've seen because the worst ones you see that people still live in don't have running water. This one had running water, just no electric. I'm really hoping we can help this lady out and make an impact.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's the extreme cases I've seen on, the Hoarders show that used to be on. There's one lady, they didn't have running water, so she started pooping in a bucket. Like, how can you live like that?
Don't be a hoarder. Don't
Girl,
be. It has
it's
potential.
empty.
It
is empty. There's no potential in an empty container. I'm sorry, but some of y'all need to hear that. I appreciate the collection. You got some good stuff in there. But if you squeeze or pump or whatever and it doesn't do a full serving, it's done. I can understand, really trying to get the last of it because you got a budget or something, but at a certain point, you already know it's gone. Let it go. Your parents' house gets condemned and you have to clean it out. Oh my God. See, again, I empathize with the situation. I understand it's hard, but I hate that someone else, especially if it's your kids, has to fix it for you. That bugs me. Hoarder house cleanup. Oh, please tell me those aren't a bunch of pads. Oh, okay. The smell, I cannot imagine how bad it is. No. I can't even, no. I don't want to know what that was. Good for you. Like, you're doing God's work, girl. I could never. Your mom is a hoarder. That's so sweet of you, though, trying to help her. Going through the stuff. Oh my gosh, she found her old toys. I'm sure the nostalgia, feels good, but at a certain point, it's time to let it go. Aww. But yeah, I'm glad all of these people, you know, they got the help they need, because that's always the first step. But yeah, comment below if you want to see some more TikToks. Be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, follow me on social media. I really appreciate it. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time.